Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce RTX 3060 12GB model in The Last of Us Part I. This one is the Afox model of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU Z. Again, 12 gigs of GDDR6 right there. And over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D and 32GB of RAM, 3600MHz CL14 in dual channel. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, let's go over the settings first. I'm starting this at 1080p resolution, native, without any upscalers at the moment. We're also going to utilize some DLSS, of course, and we're using the high settings preset, and the only thing that I changed was depth of field and motion blur. I turned those off because I don't really like those effects. They don't really impact the FPS by all that much anyways. And I think ray tracing is enabled because these are real-time reflections. They're set to high by default, so I might actually disable them in just a little bit to see how it performs without them. But yeah, screen space reflections are also enabled, as you can see. The rest of the settings are here. Okay, and let's get back to the game. Oh yes, 69 FPS right away. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is where we left it with the GT 1030. Now I can clearly see the graphics, finally. It's not a slideshow and a pixelated mess anymore, which is awesome to see, and it's actually staying above 60 frames per second. So if the oh my god, the real-time reflections are actually ray traced, which I suppose they are, this is pretty impressive for an RTX 3060 actually, but of course I will need to see if disabling them will boost our performance by quite a bit. Also, another thing, the game is super buttery smooth at the moment because I actually sat in the main menu of the game for like 40 minutes installing the shaders or preloading the shaders or whatever. It takes a really long time in this game. Okay, we need to go this way with Tommy. Hello, Tommy. Let's go. Close the door. Yes, thank you. The gate. Is it actually closed? Like, how did it close? Okay, that's interesting. Let's move on. He won't really come with us, so yeah, it's fine. It should be fine. Don't you want to go see if there are more zombies in the corner? There are. Like, I need your help, dude. Let's go. At least, you know, they do preload the shaders, even though it takes a really long time, and then the game is super buttery smooth, so it's a little bit of a different experience than any other 2023 title that has come out, because those always stutter a heck of a lot. All right, Joel, come on. Don't look back. Don't look back. This is open. Let's go. It's looking really good as well, by the way. The lighting, the effects, the textures as well, they look decent. Yeah, look at the lighting reflecting off of the ground. That's really good. Really good looking, actually. And the shadows over there, wow. Yeah, it's actually a technical masterpiece a little bit in terms of graphics, and it's not even maxed out, you know? I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here. And with DLSS, things must be even smoother. What the heck am I supposed to do? Drop Sarah and die? Okay, let's go. Let's not look back. Oh, hello, dude. Can you just distract the other one? I thought this wasn't a zombie. Okay, it's fine. No, it's okay. Let's go. Okay. Oh, all right. Somebody else saved us. Okay. Also, if you don't want spoilers, please don't watch, I guess. But maybe you've already watched this series as well or played the game in the PlayStation. Yeah, it's an old title. I'm just gonna play it through and test some GPUs while I'm at it. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it there. 16. Look at that. That is beautiful. And now I'm gonna enable some DLSS super resolution on quality and see how it looks. Hopefully, it's gonna look really good, close to native resolution. And by the way, native resolution didn't really look all that soft like in other games, Hogwarts Legacy, for example. Yeah, I can tell that this is a little bit sharper than native resolution was. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, that sucks. Yeah, all right, there we go. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you very much. All right, different area now. Ooh, I can see a lot of over-sharpening happening because of DLSS, actually. I wonder if we can adjust the sharpness here. I think we can, right? There we go. Why is it at 67? Everybody knows that if you want to adjust sharpness, You should use 69, but I'm not gonna because it's really, really sharp. I think 20 might be the way to go. Yeah, that still looks sharp, but it's not very over sharpened like it was before, so I like it. Yeah, all right, Old Man Joel now. Oof. No, now that I'm seeing it, it actually does look really soft in some areas. And why? What are those textures on his shirt? Also, very similar, right? Nice. All right, I increased the sharpness a little bit. I think it looks a little bit better now with 39 sharpness. I'm going to start counting the FPS. Different area, but this is a linear title and not a comparison, you know. I'm just getting a feel of how the game looks and runs. And so far, so good. It's been very stable, even in the other area, which I feel like was a little bit more intensive than this one. You know what, guys? I'm feeling like DLSS is a little bit... It's deteriorating the details a little bit here in this area. I'm not sure if it's because I am running this on a 4K monitor, of course, and I'm just losing detail because it's a huge monitor. But I'm gonna turn it off and walk around. Now it's pretty much the same thing, actually. This is without DLSS. DLSS might actually even look a little bit better. Also, the texture on the shirt, I really don't like that, guys. We need to increase textures in just a little bit. All right, let's go back to DLSS on quality and like 39 sharpness or whatever. I think that looked really good. Apply that and get back to the game. Play it through for a little bit longer. Yeah, this looks all right. At the distance, things are really soft, though. Maybe it's game design, actually. I don't know. Yeah. That looks really weird. Anyway, let's continue running here very slowly because we're very, very old at the moment with Joel here. Start counting the FPS. Yeah, let's go. Can we go, please? Can we, Tess? Come on. It's that simple, huh? Oh my god, what the heck? I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, a lot of things are actually different from the series. Okay. Very nice. S, quick turn. Okay. Why would I want to do that? I can just do this. Like, with the mouse, you know. That CPU usage is actually a bit too high. Look at that. 70+% CPU usage on a... can we... Okay, there we go. On an 8-core, 16-threaded CPU. And it's actually slightly bottlenecking the 3060 in some areas. I feel like with a slower CPU like Ryzen 5 3600, which a lot of you might have paired with a 3060, you will be CPU bound most of the time. So yeah, but this is what the 3060 can do anyways, of course, when you're not CPU bound. If you want more performance, you just need to upgrade your CPU first. Okay, finally we are outside, seeing some more vegetation, and the FPS are dropping like crazy. Look at this. 70s, still looking really good. We still got that DLSS enabled, but I think without DLSS it would drop a little bit more here. So let's set it to default, native 1080p, and wait, that's not a big difference. It's dropping into the 60s, but it's pretty much the same as it was when we first started the game. That's interesting. Okay, it doesn't really move by all that much. Of course, inside of closed areas, it's going to increase your FPS like crazy, but outside at least, doesn't seem to be that intensive. Over here, however, look at this. In this area, for some reason, maybe it's all of this grass or something, it is actually dropping into the 50s. So if you want to keep the high settings with 60 plus all of the time, native resolution is not going to be able to do that for you, but you know, the DLSS looks almost the same anyways, so I would just enable that and have fun like this. Why do you always need to get the thing on 67? I don't understand. Come on. All right, there we go. Yeah, it looks extremely similar, if not slightly sharper once again, guys. And it gives you way higher FPS. Let's see it over there where it dropped to like 53 or 50. Okay. Yeah, now it drops into the 70s, lower 70s, but it's well above 60 FPS. 67 right there. So it's not really going to drop from 60 ever, I guess, unless there is like a huge explosion or something. But those didn't really seem to be intensive anyways, so it's fine, I guess. Next, let's play it at the 1440p resolution for a bit. There we go. So this is 1440p native resolution, no DLSS, with the ray traced reflections or whatever. I'm calling them ray traced. They might not be actual ray tracing, but you know, they really seem like they are ray traced, because just read this. It adjusts the resolution / crispness of real-time reflections used on reflective surfaces. Anyway, let's start counting the FPS again. This is 1440p native resolution on high settings with that real-time reflection thingy going on as well, which I will stop calling ray tracing, all right? Because there are other ways to do that, honestly, to reflect objects that are off screen. Anyway, yeah, 40s, that's not bad. It's very playable, certainly, for a game like this. Single-player title, linear, you don't really need super fast reactions and really good aim, for example. So I would still be fine with this experience. Like, 40 plus is super solid for a game like this, in my opinion. Place that over there. I really like this area, though, with a lot of vegetation. I think it's good to test GPUs in. Inside, it can reach 60 frames per second, as you can see. Toggle flashlight. Ooh, if you turn it on, the FPS drop like crazy. Look at that, by like 6 or 5 FPS. That's a big drop, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling like with DLSS we might be capable of achieving 60 FPS most of the time. Look at that, 42. This is getting really intensive with all of these particles and stuff. Damn. Alright, let's go. No, no, no. We need to kill the bastard. We need to kill the bastard. I'm telling you, Joel. My mask broke. See, he's infected, for sure. Let's continue with our lives. That is so disgusting. It's more disgusting than in the actual series, I guess. Just because it's red and it kind of reminds me of blood or organs and stuff, you know? Alright, aim, shoot. Can we just use other things to kill him with? Like, I got 5 bullets, Joel. That's not very smart, you know? Shut up, dude. I am trying to find a knife to kill you with, because I don't want to waste a bullet, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna stop it there. This is also really intensive, so it's still very good for benchmarking, of course. And we gotta utilize some DLSS on quality. I'm gonna turn down the sharpness to like 32. At 1440p, you don't need that much sharpness. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. Ooh, I see a lot of aliasing in some of the things, like right there, for example. It wasn't as aliased as at a native resolution, you know? Might be because of the flashlight or something. I don't know. Let's start counting the FPS, though. We went from like 40s and 50s to 60s to 70s at times. That's pretty decent. They got a little PC right here. Let's see the USB ports. 2 USB ports, 1 USB-C, I guess. And in this side, same thing. No, probably an HDMI, a USB port, and a headphone jack. Very interesting. Last of Us laptop review coming up soon in the channel. Alright guys, I needed to go to the desktop and do some things, post a 1030 video, so I'll start counting the FPS again here using DLSS quality and 1440p, and let's continue the playthrough a little bit here, shall we? Buddy, are you Toad or are you a normal person? I don't know, dude. Should I shoot him? I feel like shooting him is a bad idea because it would make a lot of noise. Oh my goodness, okay. Also, it's dropping a lot from 60 at the moment, guys. Damn. Hi, dude. Grab? Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is Toad. It is a mushroom boy. Okay. It's all good, though. We got him. Damn, those FPS, though, are dropping like crazy. I thought it wouldn't drop that much. Tess, come on! What are you doing? Okay, Joel, everything is fine. I kind of want to test it out using... Oh my god, dropping into the 40s, dude. That's crazy. So you really need DLSS to run it at 1440p, because if you disable it, it will probably drop into the 30s, and into the 30s, it's still playable for a lot of people. I mean, the older consoles played it at 30 FPS, but I don't like it. So I'm going to try it out with some balanced DLSS. Just lower that sharpness a little here. All right. And that should still look really good, because usually balanced DLSS at 1440p does look very impressive, and it gave us a good bump in performance. Instead of getting 40s, we're now getting higher 50s. An overclocked version of this card, at least in this area right here, would probably not even drop from 60 FPS into the high 50s, so that's good to see. Let's just walk here a little bit once again, just to see the FPS, because it dropped a lot here. 58 once again. Yeah, not dropping from that. So this is much more stable, and it still looks okay. You know, it looks similar to quality DLSS. I can see a little bit more shimmering sometimes, but, you know, overall it still looks really, really impressive. So I guess if you are playing this game on a 3060 and 1440p monitor, these are the settings that I would recommend. Unless, again, the ray traced reflections, not ray traced, real-time reflections wrecked the FPS by a lot, then I would maybe disable it, but we're gonna test it out in a little bit. All right, we're outside, getting 60s, not as intensive. I guess like closed areas with a lot of particle effects and fog effects or smoke effects, whatever that thing is, are really, really intensive. But yeah, these areas right now, it's starting to drop as well over here. So these can also be super, super demanding because of the vegetation, which is normal. Okay, let's turn off the flashlight there. Yeah, still not enough for 60 plus though. Forget 60 plus if you are playing at 1440p on high settings. Okay, it's okay. We can make the jump, maybe. I forget. I am a little bit too old. Look at that. Damn it. Well, we have some ropes. Like, this is not a rope, but we have some cables that we can zip line with, right? Look at that lighting, by the way. Looking really impressive. Again, they need to fix... I really feel like they need to fix the textures on the shirt, dude. That looks really low res compared to the rest of the world. It's a bit of a shame, once again. And I guess that's it, okay? Oh, I was gonna stop it at 69 average, but it jumped up to 70. Performance DLSS might be a little bit too low of resolution. I mean, it still looks okay. But you can definitely tell that it's a bit softer now, and it should keep it above 60 FPS at all times. So if you're interested in that, well, you can play like this still. Looks very similar to like 1080p at the moment though, so I don't like it too much. But hey, it does get a lot more FPS, 90s, 80s here. Alright, next thing to do is go up to 4K resolution, my friends. Oh, this is a terrible idea, but I know a few people that actually do play with 3060s at 4K, so this might come in handy for them. So 3840 by 2160, using no DLSS at the moment, with the high settings, getting 30s, well... yeah, it drops into the 20s without DLSS. It's not a great experience here for sure, right? And, okay, I see. With the resolution bumps, the textures also get a little bit better. Like, I can now start seeing some fine threading on the shirt. Yeah, look at that. Still doesn't look that great compared to other shirts in other games, but, you know, now it's looking a lot better than 1440p and 1080p, that's for sure. But, you know, it drops from 30 frames per second. I would not recommend this. So DLSS at 4K unbalanced looks extremely good. It looks very similar to what you'd see at quality DLSS, for example, and I feel like it's a better way to play this game with a 3060. Even performance DLSS at 4K looks very good, but on performance I can actually tell a big difference comparing it to the quality DLSS setting. So yeah. Balanced DLSS might be the best trade-off, you know, in terms of visuals to performance ratio here at 4K. And it is looking super sharp and detailed. Not really seeing a lot of shimmering, maybe right there on that little thing. As you can see, yeah, if I move the camera, it's very noticeable, but, you know, it's minor anyways. It's dropping into the 40s and 30s at times. What's going on, Tess? I want to get out of here. What are bullets doing here? Don't tell me nobody saw the bullets standing right there. What the heck? Okay. What are you guys having right here? Oh, that's rat. That's a mouse. What the heck, dudes? You don't want to eat that. You need that to play PC games, right? With a mouse. Sorry for that joke. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's continue this story over here. Jack is here in this game. Hello, Jack. You're so beautiful. Oh, there we go. Now I'm very happy. There are some slowdowns, as you can see in the frame time graph. If I move the camera really fast, I can feel some slowdowns, and those are showing up there in the frame time. Interestingly, what do you guys want with those little tubes and bats and stuff? I'm not afraid of you. I have a pistol. I could kill at least half of you. It's starting to look really good here as well with the lighting. Every time there's a little bit of lighting from the sun, it looks very impressive. Like, look at that. Oh, the lens flares are beautiful. I love lens flares in games, aside from Battlefield 3's lens flares. Those are just obnoxious as hell. So I'm seeing that this is very playable. Once again, it might and probably will drop from 30 FPS in those smoky scenarios with particles, as well as forest areas and stuff like that, with a lot of vegetation. But, you know, it's handling it like a champ, the 3060. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse, especially after seeing like 1080p, 60-ish FPS at high settings, and with a few drops here and there. This is certainly very interesting. And it's not stuttery whatsoever as well. That's the main thing about this game. It's very stable in that regard, and I really like to see that. I'm going to test it for a little bit on the performance DLSS next, guys. Here we go, DLSS performance right now. So now we're getting... Oh, hey, hi guys. It's not what I meant to do. All right, let's grab our pistols. Come on. Tess, can you just waste your ammo? You know, instead of me wasting mine. Oh my god, that's a big splash of blood there. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. The effects, the blood effects are actually very nice. I can tell it's a little bit less detailed. For example, in his shirt, if I manage to get really close to it. Yeah, it's not as detailed, the texture, you know, as it was before at 4K and 4K balanced DLSS. But it is all right. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, very good, Tess, very good. That wasn't loud whatsoever. Why does she get to have a knife and I don't, by the way? I'd also like to know that. Grab. I need to asphyxiate them to death, you know? Yeah, look at this. Well, I guess it's more YouTube appropriate. A couple of them. No, 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 no. No, it's okay. Oh boy, I'm playing this on the lowest difficulty if you haven't gotten that yet. It's very playable, by the way. I forget that we're actually testing the 3060 here, and I even forget that we're getting less than 60 frames per second, not 30. If we were getting less than 30, I would definitely not forget about it. What's up? No, you're not seeing anything. You're just dreaming about things, yes? Just go check that out over there. Yeah, that window looks very, very suspicious, doesn't it? Let's grab this one. Kill the bastard. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna stop it right there and try it out on like ultra textures, everything else on high, and disable that ray tracing or real-time reflection thingy, okay? So we're back to 1080p now, native res without DLSS, and we need to go to the advanced settings right here on graphics, and again, I'll leave everything as is, just gonna disable this one. Also gonna disable this one because it's real time. Everything with real time, I'll disable here, okay? Under the reflections at least. So just a couple of things that we disabled from the high settings now. Everything else gonna be the same, but I want to increase textures as well. So there are a lot of texture settings actually. Look at this. That is interesting. All of these are textures. All right, back to 1080p. Oh, super soft compared to previously, but we need to restart the game to fully apply the ray tracing, the real-time reflections thingy. Let's go. Oh, this is great. I don't need to wait another 40 minutes. I can actually post another video today then. That's great. So guys, it doesn't seem like the reflections do much. The real-time reflections, you know. It's getting around the same FPS, honestly. 70s and 80s still. Remember, before I restarted the game to fully apply things, we were up there inside, and it was, or like Up there, yeah, somewhere around there. And it was getting 70 frames per second, so maybe it's a little bit better, but I don't know. It's probably because that over there is a little more intensive than down here. Let's try to take care of these guys. No! Oh, damn it, they saw me. God, okay. That was bad. Let's have a shootout then. Come on. All right, good stuff. One down. Another one down. Another one down. Couple of bullets there. That's all right. Right here, we were getting 70 frames per second. It seems like we're getting like 5 more FPS or so without that setting enabled. Textures are also set to ultra now, by the way. And okay, yeah, I can tell a difference here at 1080p for sure. Look at that. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the threading there. Yeah, if you guys want to play this game with 3060, definitely enable those ultra textures because you have enough VRAM for that, especially at 1080p. At higher resolutions, well, 1440, I think it's still gonna have enough VRAM, but at 4K, maybe not so much. But well, guys, since the real-time reflections don't really make that much of a difference, I'd leave them enabled, honestly. And I just play on high settings at either resolution, you know. Like if you want 4K, I'd still use high settings, honestly, because it looks amazing. It was very playable, especially with performance, DLSS, and even balanced, you know. Maybe use some DLSS if you like the look of it, and if you don't want to drop from 60 FPS at all. And you're gonna have a great experience here in The Last of Us Part 1. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope it was informative to you. Let me know if you're picking up this game with the RTX 3060. And I gotta disable that auto aim though. This is really annoying. Catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.